Hello everyone, this is Shantini from Edureka. In today's session, we will see how HTML has advanced with the new versions, and we will also have a look at all the new features that have been introduced in HTML5 that makes it better than the first version of HTML. Also, we will see how it is better and simpler than all the previous versions of HTML. So let's begin the session. Now, the idea behind HTML was a modest one. When Tim Berners-Lee was putting together his first elementary browsing and authoring system for the web, he created a quick little hypertext language that would serve his purposes. He imagined dozens or even hundreds of hypertext formats in the future, and smart clients that could easily negotiate and translate documents from servers across the net. Now, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and it is the standard markup language for creating web pages and web applications. It is also used to describe the structure of web pages using markup. Now, the HTML5 is basically the fifth version of HTML and is a core technology markup language of Internet that is used for structuring and presenting the content for World Wide Web. Now, the HTML5 standard was finalized and released in 2014, and it is exactly what HTML should have been when the first version was launched all those years ago. So now let's have a look at all the new elements that were added in HTML5 and all the factors that make it better than HTML. So the first one is the introduction of audio and video in HTML5. There was no such concept of media in case of HTML, but it has become one of the integral part for the later one. Next one is the vector graphics. Now, vector graphics was used in HTML with the help of various technologies such as the VML, Flash, Silverlight, etc. But it is an important part of HTML5 as we use the canvas and SVG. The third factor is the storage. Now, in case of HTML, we can use the browser cache as the temporary storage, whereas in case of HTML5, application cache, web SQL database, and web storage is used. So now, in case of the first version of HTML, all the old web browsers such as the Internet Explorer run smoothly. And for HTML5, the new browsers have started supporting its specifications. Some of the browsers include Mozilla, Firefox, Chrome, Opera, etc. While HTML5 does have risks like constant updates, it is generally easy to keep up with the changes and updates because of the simpler syntax as compared to other versions of HTML. For instance, you have a very simple declaration at the start of the page to set it as an HTML5 page, that is, the doc type declaration that we use. So we can say that HTML5 is easy to use when compared to the other versions of HTML. So these were all the new factors that were added in the latest version of HTML. Now let's have a look at some of the new elements and tags that have been added in HTML5. Now HTML5 comes with a number of new elements and eliminates several others. But one of its key added elements is the canvas tag. This has hugely impacted the use of Adobe Flash in websites. Although Flash is still in use by several websites, HTML5 has been adopted by many, and a lot of people think that it will make Flash obsolete eventually. Now, only time will decide that. Until then, HTML5's cascade element has proven itself to be a good alternative to Flash. Now, the canvas element can be used to draw graphics with various shapes and colors via scripting, usually the JavaScript. The element is simply a container for the graphics, and you need to use a script to define the graphics. Now, the next tags are the menu and the figure tag. Now, HTML5's new menu and menu item elements are part of the interactive elements specifications, but are among the least talked of elements by developers. Now, given the fact that the web has changed into more just linked paged and documents, these elements are a welcome addition for greater web interactivity. The menu element is not to be confused with the nav element, which is defined as an HTML navigation tag that represents the page navigation block. Now, it typically contains links for users to jump through sections within the page or to another page. On the other hand, the menu tag represents menu commands for simplicity in desktop and mobile applications. On the other hand, the figure element is another way to arrange images and text. It is used together with the fig caption element for marking up illustrations, diagrams, and photos. Now, apart from this, there are two major additions to the HTML5 standard, the audio tag and the video tag. Now, these two tags enable developers to embed music and audio on their website. Unlike the previous standard, you are not limited to adding MIDI music, although there are still some limitations on the type of files used. Now, most WebKit related browsers support regular MP3 files, but others only support the OGG format. Now, the good news is that there are tons of file converters and you can simply supply two versions of the audio file. The right version will be picked up automatically. Now, the audio tag also has a number of attributes for additional controls, including event attributes, and the events include window events, form events, media events, and mouse events. Now, the video element also has a number of content attributes that includes the SRC, global attributes, loop control, preload, and poster. Now we can clearly see that there are a lot of changes to HTML5 and you need to use it with care and caution. You also need to update your knowledge on the language as it changes over time and gets more updates. So you need to stop the use of elements that HTML5 has removed from itself and use the new HTML5 elements that will definitely stay, like the header or the footer tag. But one good thing about these changes is that even though they are big, they are for the better. And this is understood by all the stakeholders involved here. So browsers will be more powerful as they move towards the cloud with the ability to handle more by themselves. With things such as Ajax and with video and audio embedding and so on, it will be so much easier to code in a straightforward method and allow the browser to take on the heavy duty. For example, new structure elements such as the figure, footer, summary, and section are all referred to the document structure and the rendering is left to the browser. Thus, we can totally say that HTML5 makes our life way simpler while building our own web page as compared to the older versions of HTML. So, which one would you choose if you are a beginner in HTML or if you want to create a new web page for yourself? Do let us know about your opinion in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to check out our HTML tutorial for more information about HTML and its tags. Till then, thank you and happy learning.
I hope you have enjoyed listening to this video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries, and we will reply them at the earliest. Do look out for more videos in our playlist and subscribe to Edureka channel to learn more. Happy learning!